From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Sheds off the tackle. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. Here's Burrow to throw right away. Open man is Chase, complete. Now he's free to midfield. Jamar Chase. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They go with a former Bengal facing his old mates. It's Samaje Perine. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Here's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, he's going to have the 1st down and then more. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 50 yards. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here we go. They go play action with Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hopkins, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Second and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. 30-yard line, second and 12. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now second and 3. Now Burrow changing the look. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Gun. Shots. 180. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Take.
First down. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
180.
And they go play action now. Burrow looking deep here for Chase. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Burrow on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Burrow. Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. That's into the hands of Worthy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.